right, so we have our building up to this point like this. I just want to actually show another technique for roofs. And this one's using the follow me we used a few weeks ago. And so if we have an object like this, a box, maybe we'll do a slope here. And I'm just going to make this a little bit dramatic. Maybe we don't need to. How long is this? Yeah, so let's do, we'll call this 12 feet over, and we'll go up. Maybe we'll go up 8 feet. And we have a bit of a triangle here, so we've got our hip roof. What we can do is we can click on this area, and we can do, it's under tools, I believe. No, it's in Reddit. Where is the follow me? I think it's in tools. Follow me right there. So we can use the follow me and bring that around all of the different parts. And like so. And then we bring it back into here. And it didn't like that too much, but we can bring this here back. With this roof, so we can pull through like that. And then we can obviously, we obviously use the intersection of planes as well. So if we click on all of these pieces, and we can go here to intersecting faces with selection, and we can find where those faces actually intersect, and we may have to do a little bit more cleanup here. And, you know, I think this obviously didn't work flawlessly, but I think that's okay because I think it's also normal to do a little bit of cleanup. So now we have this done here. And really when we do those intersecting faces, it makes sure all of these pieces kind of intersect like this. And just one thing to also remember, and I'm just going to clean up the bottom here, is typically most of our roofs have a thickness. And so if we actually just go to our bottom here and we close off with one line, and we could just extrude this down, extrude it down maybe 6 inches, and that gives us a bit of a fascia, and then we can just clean up any extra lines we have there. And so another kind of quick way of using a different command to create a roof like this. So the follow me is another useful tool that you can do that, and we obviously can create some different styles of roofs. And so that's obviously a hip roof like we did before. I might create a couple other weird ones. So let's do a mansard roof here. So with the mansard roof, what we really have is two different slopes. So if we start in the middle here and we maybe go over, let's go over 3 feet, and then we're going to go up 12. So this is not really a true, let's go up 12. Maybe we actually, let's not go that high. Let's go, I'm not really keeping to a proper slope here. Let's go up 9 feet. And then down. And we can use that same follow me command. So let's click our face here, and let's go to follow me. This one might work a little bit better. And let's do that again. I think this one ends up being a little bit cleaner because it's not trying to follow that, and it doesn't seem to want to finish this. But that's okay. We can just finish it off like this. And again, here we can use our fun tool of the intersecting faces just to clean that up. Sometimes if the tool is kind of not really working the way you want, I think just getting it to finish like this, like it did most of the work for me to get to this point. It's just sometimes easier. And then, for this one, we can do the same thing. Let's just go into here. I'm just going to bring my mouse all the way across just to see the rough size of this. We're a little bit less than 24 feet, so let's just type in 12 feet. And let's go up maybe 212, or let's go up 312. The reason why I'm going up 312 is typically considered not a flat roof. So 312 or more is not a flat roof, 312 or less is a flat roof. So that's why I'm using 312, because we have enough slope there for it not to be considered a flat roof. We'll turn on the follow me here, and we'll bring that, let me just do that again. And let's get that to continue over. And that one did work like that. Again, we can do our intersecting faces just to find these lines. And hit the pointer button here. Let's do some intersecting faces, and then we'll just delete these little pieces. And that's a mansard roof. That one actually worked out a little bit better with the follow me command, but not super hard to do a roof like this. And so that ends up being the mansard. Obviously you can change those proportions however you like. It looks like the underneath of this is obviously a bit of a mess as well. So we can kind of hide some of these lines. Oh, wrong line. So that ends up being our mansard roof. That straight line that I just delete, you may want to keep that. Often what will happen in a mansard roof is you actually won't keep the slope inside the building. You'll have a straight wall. It just looks like a sloped roof on the outside. So it's kind of a more modern way of practicing that. In more traditional mansard roofs, you might actually see those walls sloped, but it just depends on the person that was building it and designing it. So a little bit of a weirder, more complicated roof. Use that however you need. But yeah, that's kind of a mansard roof. I'm going to show one other kind of other like bizarre example of this, and that is let's just extrude this up. And typically when we have a flat roof, flat roofs are actually never flat. So that's kind of a bit of a misnomer with flat roofs, is they're never really flat. They usually slope somewhere. You're either sloping to an exterior, what they call a scupper. Scupper is basically a hole through a wall, or you're sloping to an internal drain, and then you're piping it down and out of the building. And so just a bit of a kind of another weird approach. Like if we go over here, we go to 12 feet across. It's a bit of a smaller roof, and we can go up maybe, so it's 12 feet. We'll go up quarter inch times 12 is 4 inches. I don't know if I did that math right, but this would be an appropriate slope. You could go a little bit more. We could go to 8 inches, but it depends on your flat roof slope. So essentially, we can do the same thing that we did before with the follow me, but this time we're almost making a backwards roof, right? We're making it slope inwards instead of outwards. So let's do follow me. And let's do that again. And I think the key is we got to bring it back to that original point, and it will finish properly. So it did that. And so let's just, we'll select all these pieces here, and we'll go to find intersecting with selection. Oh, let's select a little bit bigger here. And let's go to, again, intersection, selection. And this one's a little weird. I think what I'm going to do is actually go to the bottom here. Now I'm just going to see what's going on from the bottom. So I'm just going to delete that one pane on the bottom. We could also just hide it. And let's just erase the ends of these points here. And that really just brings our roof down to, brings it down to 2 points. What you may end up happening, or may end up seeing in a flat roof is you're actually not going to have one line like that. You want to have a point, because when you have a point, that's where you put the drain and it slopes to a point. Whereas if you have a line like this, it doesn't really work. So I'm going a little off script with this flat roof, but let's just see, what is this dimension? So let's go 8. Let's go 6 feet over. And let's go up, I actually don't know what our proper slope is there. I could do this. I could grab this line here, which is the same slope as what we have, and I'm just going to move it over. And I'm going to hit the control button here to copy it. And that becomes kind of our slope in the middle. And we'll do this on our other side. A little bit of trickery here. You might have to watch this one back to figure out what the heck I was doing. And we're going to hit the control button to copy that line. And that actually gives us a bit of a high point there. So we can erase these sides now. Let me hit escape on the keyboard. That gives us a bit of a high point. Erasing the wrong line. And we can just take this straight across. A little hard to see. We want to find where this line goes green. And really now you can do this. You can just close that in. So another bit of a weird roof. And then we could just go from underneath just to clean up that line work. So now your flat roof is sloping into the center. And actually I can delete a couple of these lines because they actually don't do anything now. But that's what a flat roof would look like. You're sloping to these 2 points and you would put a physical drain at those 2 points. So a little bit premature, but I know a lot of you probably like modern architecture, and so I think when you show a flat roof on a building, especially in design, but you show it sloped, it improves your level of sophistication, and it shows your other professors like you kind of know what's going on here. It's not just a super simple, boring roof, but that's how I would model a flat roof. And then we can go back in here and hide this kind of middle plane, and we just have those 2 points there. So
this is just the case if you want a completely flat roof, still be able to drain, but you could also just do like a
slight slope. Yeah, you can slope to one direction. Yeah.
Like a 1 point, like 2%.
Yeah, exactly. So here's another kind of trick that I haven't done in this way, but we've looked at doing it a few times. And again, a little off script here on roofs, but I think it's good to show you how to do roofs and show you how to work with the intersecting. I think the Follow Me is a good tool. I don't end up using the Follow Me a ton, but I think the intersection of planes is great. So here's another kind of cool strategy with flat roofs that you can actually employ, is you can make a roof look like it's flat. And really what we're talking about is your main facade, the facade that faces the street, or whatever direction you want it to face, you make that area look like it's flat. So how do we do that? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to offset this in 6 inches. And I'm actually going to extrude this up. Actually, I'm just going to cut off the back here, like so. And I'm just going to extrude up 3 sides, not all the sides, just 3. We'll extrude up like maybe 8 inches. And so really what we're doing is we're creating what's called a parapet. So a parapet is a pretty common element you'll see. I mean, I don't know if we can. Yeah, I mean this building down here has a parapet, so you can see that the exterior wall goes up a little bit higher around that flat roof, and so you can't really tell what's going on. And so in a roof like that, what I would do is, and I think this is actually a way better solution for residential, is you find a roof like that and you go, let's go half a 12 pitch. So we may have to increase this just slightly. And I'm going to remove this line, and we're probably going to have to increase our parapet height, but let's just do this for a second. So if we extrude this over to there, so our roof starts sloping, and because it's a half 12, it's a little bit more than a normal pitch, or a little bit more than a flat roof slope. So let's see if we can find our line. It doesn't want to give us that line. So if I go here and draw that line, it might work a little better. Yeah, there we go. So there's our, you might have to change the angle of what you're looking at. So it's not, there we go. And we'll just extend that flat roof over, or this slope roof over. So the cool thing about this is on, basically on a few sides of the building, we'll just go up another 6 inches. You can't tell that the roof is sloped. So if you're down on the ground like this, you have no idea the roof is sloped. So it's kind of a cool way to cheat a flat roof a little bit, and you make the roof look like it's sloped. Let's hide some of these lines here. So you're basically creating a single slope roof inside. You're having a normal fascia, so we could extrude this down a little bit. And let's extrude this down. Let's just go down like 6 inches. And so we're basically making this roof look like a flat roof, but it has all the kind of potential of a slope roof. So kind of a cool strategy. It looks like I screwed up this side here. Now we can remove that. So yeah, so that's kind of a way to do that. So, I mean, you could make it come to one point if you wanted, so you could just have a scupper, but that's another way to do a flat roof like that. And then, obviously you could go underneath and clean up some more of those lines. So those are a few different flat roofs, or a few different roof types. We obviously covered gable a little bit. We covered last week or the week before, we covered that dormer intersection. I think it was last week. One of the weeks. We covered the dormer intersection. So, yeah. So that's a few different other roof types you can look at doing.